Chad, what's that?
Oh, I don't know, just a little Mio. Get your drink on your zero calorie. Tastes great.
Chad,
Um,
that's a lot of Mio to put in that glass.
it's a lot of Mio. It's really good Mio.
Well, I mean, week 6 got a special guest here actually.
Is our Mio representative.
Mio representative, all the way from Charleston, Illinois. Look at that. All right, shout out to old Monica over there.
Hit her up for some free Mio or something.
Yeah, Mio. She's got all the connections. So, NFL Bears look good.
Got the win. Look good doing it. Jay Cutler stepping up. Love watching Jay do good. Jay Cutler haters are pretty quiet when he's playing well, which, I mean, what do you say? He threw for like 380 yards, had a touchdown. Matt Forte did the rest. The defense played pretty good, held the high-scoring Falcons to 17 points. Got to be happy there.
Yeah, I mean that's always a good day. Defense looked really well. You had Marshall and Jeffrey, who both over 100 yards. I think Marshall had over 100 in the first half, so that's pretty impressive. Forte had just about 80 yards on the ground, 80 yards catching the ball. And that's what you want out of Matt Forte.
Oh, he's just the do-it-all guy. He's a true every down back. Something that you
10
don't see on
receptions
teams.
looked really good.
Yeah, it's good to see the Bears rolling along. The Detroit Lions are actually in first place right now, I believe, in the old division. I don't know how I feel about it. If we're gonna knock them off, it's time to do it with Calvin Johnson on the shelf. They got a bye week 9, and they're thinking about resting him until then. It's time to knock out those Lions. I don't know who's playing them, but
Yeah, somebody needs to step up. Last week, Packers about got knocked off by the Dolphins, but Aaron Rodgers just great fourth quarter march down. I mean, both Bears fans, but you can respect a guy he's at the top of his game, at the top maybe in the league. Just fourth quarter, you knew Rodgers getting that ball in the end zone somehow.
Yeah, I mean he's just a great quarterback. There's not much to say about it. I would put him up in the maybe top 3 so far this year with luck. I don't think Breeze has played to top 3 potential. Neither has Brady, and obviously I think you can put Manning at number 1. That's up for debate though.
Yeah, I mean Rivers probably up there too. That top 4 or 5 is pretty jumbled, but
Jay Cutler. So,
yeah,
maybe
like
not
just
top 3. Not yet, Jay. We'll get there. Let's get the ring first.
How about Aaron Rodgers this week? Do you see what he had to say?
I heard a little something, a little Illinois something.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers came out this week and said that the place he wanted to play most at in college was the University of Illinois, but that we did not offer him. And that is a blow.
Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
That
we're already
hurts.
our season in the shitter, Adam.
Season's tanking. Oh, Aaron, why'd you have to do that?
Yeah, just don't tell us.
Just don't say that right now.
Do you realize where Illinois football could be just from one player? If he came here, I don't know. I don't want to think about it. From where we're at now, one player, we got a good team for a couple years. With that said, where's Tim Beckman at these days? What's his?
Tim.
How hot's his seat right now?
Tim, I don't think he's sitting on a seat. I think he's already got his bags packed. He's already had the for sale sign. It's in the garage, just waiting to put it outside. Aaron Bailey's now going to be your quarterback. Came in, looked really good, but he was just running the ball.
Yep.
And he shows off his athleticism there, though. I don't mind it if they're not going to stop it, run until they do. But his red shirt's gone now. Why don't you maybe play him earlier? Maybe play him earlier in the game when it was closer, or even start him. There's just a lot of decisions out there that I'm questioning. We scored late to make it look like it was a close game. The game was not close at all.
Yeah, I think we're still going to use Riley a little bit. I actually read in the newspaper today something about how he's thinking, whether or not it's true or not. He talked about using both quarterbacks, and I think Riley's definitely the throwing quarterback. How good he is game to game, but the way our offense is, I think Bailey might be the better starter just because he can run, and he definitely did just this last week.
Yeah. Speaking of football, teams that need to win, Pana
Panthers.
Pana Panthers came up big last week against Litchfield. Just put together a pretty solid all-around performance.
Yep.
Defensive-wise, players stepped up and made big plays. We gave up a late touchdown. I know the guys aren't going to be happy about that. You never want to give up a
No.
late touchdown, but still played well.
It's late. The game was over.
Paul
so.
Rhodes, just incredible game. Had 160 yards on the ground, 40 yards receiving. Rhett was running around. We had just a lot of guys that were contributing. I know Caleb Rybolt had a touchdown, and then Ben Sims is kicking them through like always. So
There you go.
we had 2 big games coming up. We got Vandalia next, who's won on 3 straight fourth quarter comebacks.
Yep, that's on senior night just this weekend here.
So
And then after that's Hillsboro, right?
yeah, then
Final-
Hillsboro at Hillsboro. So you got to win those 2, and then
We gotta
hope
win
for some
out.
magic.
We got 4 losses right now with a close conference. Most likely make playoffs at 5-4. I think we can get it done. Vandalia is definitely our toughest battle. Let's keep it rolling, boys. Let's get it done. Keep that playoff streak alive.
There you go. Keep working hard. Chad, I know we're kind of jumping around here, but fantasy
Jump
football
it.
wise,
Fantasy football. Well, it's an alright week for me personally. We got a couple pickups, I suppose. Jarek McKinnon, if he's in your leagues, he's definitely somebody to take up.
big
pick
play
up.
potential.
Yeah, he's taking over the Matt Asiata's role at Minnesota. I saw something about on the Spark, which is the training fitness test they do. He's like phenomenal above. When it comes to athleticism, he ranks so far above most people.
Sounds good that he's on my team. Whoa.
Yeah, that's a big pickup. Don't know the name. There's the tight end for the Saints, who's another pickup this week. Graham's out for about 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, Clay Harbor. I know I've been telling Chad about him the last couple of weeks, but had a big game last week. He's a guy out there if you need a bye week pickup. Look to Clay Harbor. Defenses this week. You want to roll with Buffalo if they're available.
Buffalo versus Minnesota.
I mean, they're playing Minnesota. Even worst of the worst, if you can maybe get the Cowboys against the Giants.
Yeah, the way the Giants looked last week.
With Victor Cruz out. You never know.
Another pickup, Odell. He was kind of a hot pickup last week. Odell Beckham, if he's there. If Ruben Randall's still there, you got to pick him up. He's the number 1 receiver. He was getting 10 targets a week as the number 2.
Yeah.
No major pickups I can think of other than that.
No. Carson Palmer, I'm a fan. If Carson Palmer's there and you're even in a single quarterback league, you need a bye week quarterback, somebody to be just your number 2 on your bench. I mean, he's going to sling the ball. That's what he does. Everybody knows Carson.
Yep,
so.
yeah, the bye week's coming up. And there's 1 quarterback leagues. Start looking for those quarterbacks.
Yeah, people are going to be dropping them while they're on their bye. So
one other guy I'll throw out real quick. Not till week 12, but he's a guy I've had stashed all year. My boy Josh Gordon. It's out till week 12, but somebody's gonna start picking him up eventually. If you got a spot at this point, if you're a 4-2, 5-1 team, pick up Gordon and stash him for a couple weeks. He should be back week 12.
Yeah, and then Major League Baseball.
This is all you.
I know
baseball
that
guy.
the Cardinals are playing right now. Playing San Fran. Last I looked, they were down.
It was 4-2.
They're down 6-4 heading into the ninth.
Okay.
So let's hope the Giants hold on to go up in that series by even more, 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice as a Cubs fan. But the
Yep.
Royals, I think they're the talk of the town.
Just rolling.
They've won eight straight games. Never been done before in the playoffs. Just pretty impressive. I know. John Ickey's he's going crazy in Japan right now.
Oh boy.
Huge Royals guy, but I just think they're the team of destiny this year. You just get that feel sometimes with the
that's
team,
what it seems like.
and I think that's what they are. Illinois basketball, we have Elijah Thomas that'll be
The 21st, right?
yep, deciding within the next week, so we'll bring you more about that next week. We just want to remind you, recruiting's fluid, so you never know what to expect. There's going to be some ups and downs. Nobody really knows except for the kids. So
That's true. And who knows what he's thinking?
I know his best friend decides tomorrow, actually like today, whenever you guys view this video. So that could have a lot to do on where he goes. But keep your hopes up. Good things coming.
Yeah, and we'll have a little more info as the weeks go. The guy I'm really wanting to follow is Carlton Bragg, but he's a springtime commit. So
Mom just came out and said that a big deciding factor would be how well Illinois actually does this upcoming year. So that could play a huge role. I know he already has a great relationship.
I think we got a good chance to put on a decent season, a good enough season to make somebody want to come to Illinois.
Yeah, without a doubt. Chad, you got your final thought?
My final thought would be one of the best college games I've seen in a long time was the Baylor TCU game. Great high scoring game, a lot of fireworks. Baylor came out with the win. Beautiful game. I love Baylor's offensive quarterback slinging it. Love their pistol formation, fake the handoff, throwing it deep. And TCU played pretty good too. They're definitely not as big of a program as a lot of those like SEC caliber schools, but I would say Baylor is officially my favorite team in the NCAA right now. I love the way they're playing.
Boom, just said it. How about Eastern? Eastern your favorite? No. Okay.
Going on EIU.
All right, my final thought. I'm gonna start out. I got kind of two here. Number one, 5th grade Pana Panthers
right,
JFL
right.
team went 8-0 this season, undefeated. Pretty impressive. I don't care what level you're playing at. To go undefeated, unscathed. I know Coach Jerry Vernon was with the 5th grade squad.
Oh,
and,
that's gonna help. I didn't know.
Oh yeah.
Jerry was back. That's
Yep,
former coach.
he was
Nice
back,
job.
so he was pretty fired up about that. It was good to see everybody, tell him about how much he meant to them. So, great guy, great coach.
Great coach.
And then, speaking of great coaches, we got some sad news today. The passing of Coach Wayne McLean. He was coached multiple state championships at Peoria Manual. Was an assistant coach of the U of I under Coach Self, and then he stuck around under Coach Weber. Was a big reason why Darren and Dee were here. He was just a catalyst for all things good. Just a great guy. Lots of good memories about him. Always good for a few jokes. I know Andy Zabo, he got the good end of a lot of those jokes. But yeah, just praying for him and his family as they go through this difficult time. But we got a video of the week to kind of change the mood here.
Oh yeah, this one is it'll stop you in your tracks a little bit.
You just like that balance, maybe
this
not
one
so much.
Knock on your butt is all I can say.
All right, yeah, it'll sweep you off your feet. We'll see you next week.